Hi, this is Upleveling Your Career with Nicole Calhoun. I am a career development trainer and coach, and I'm here to share quick and simple tips that will help you to move along in your career and achieve your career goals. Do you know that the biggest gap in most of our lives is between what we know to do and what we actually do? Think about it. If you know that you want to, let's say, lose weight, and if you eat that extra slice of cake, you know that you're diminishing your chances of losing that weight, right? You do it anyway. I know I do. I'm guilty. Sweets are my thing. Well, why is that? Why is it that we know we obtain information, we learn things, and we don't apply it, even though we know it's going to help us to move along? Well, that's because in order for us to apply what we know, it takes growth. And growth isn't easy, growth isn't automatic. And so we have to be determined to do so. I think about my kids, I think about my son in particular. So for both our kids, we a few years ago we stopped paying them uh, a significant amount of money to do their chores. And the reason why we did that is because we wanted to teach them the lesson that, um, as a part of being in a family, we all do our part to take care of the house. So we do pay them a minimal amount, but it's not much. What we actually pay for is we pay for reading books. And when I say reading books, I'm not talking about the cartoonish type books that they like trading. I'm talking about books that's going to help them grow and give them some knowledge. Nothing against the other books, but I want to challenge them a little bit. And so what happens is I've agreed to pay them 10 cents for every page that they read within the book. So they have to complete the book. And not only do they have to read the book, they have to actually either write down the lesson they've learned or tell me what the lesson is. So they get 10 cents per page for these books. Now they know that if they read a 200-page book, they'll get $20, right? Well, one of my sons, he doesn't, it's not that he doesn't like to read, it's just that there's other things that he'd rather do. So he chooses not to read these books, and that's his choice. That is his choice. We've given him that option. What happens is they also like to play Xbox, and they have this thing called V-Bucks. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. You pay for these V-Bucks, and then you're able to up level or buy different, I guess, avatars or different things. I don't know, but you're able to buy different things within the games that you're playing with these V Bucks. So every now and then, and I think it's more often than I like for it to be, but every now and then they have these major sales where you can buy things with at a discounted rate with V Bucks. So my son, he comes running in. This happens at least every few weeks. He comes running in. Mom, there's a special on this one skin that I want to buy, but I don't have enough V-Bucks. I don't have enough money. It's not fair. And you're being the mom, and I engage him. I'm saying, well, what's not fair, son? What's not fair about it? And he goes, well, we should earn more money for our chores. And I said, well, you can earn more money, but you're not going to earn them for your chores. You know that there's a way for you to earn more money. You can earn more money by reading the books. Now, he doesn't want to hear that. But I'm willing to bet that he's not alone, right? Because in order to read those books, it takes growth. It takes for him to sit down, to be motivated. It takes for him to be determined. It takes for him to believe that he's going to get something out of it, right? And so I have a sneaky suspicion that if you haven't reached some of your goals within your careers, it's because there's something that you already know you should be doing, but you're choosing not to do. And what's happening is every year when you see someone else promoted, or every time you see someone move along into another position, or maybe someone decide, hey, I'm going to jump out there and I'm going to start my own business, You're reminded of the goals that you wanted to reach, but you haven't reached them yet. And you haven't reached them yet because there's some things that you're choosing not to do. So here's my challenge to you today. I want you to think of one thing that you have been desiring to achieve within your career. What's that one thing? Now think of the one thing that you already know you should be doing. You've already learned this thing, but you have chosen not to apply it. Within the next week, I want you to take one step and start applying that one thing that you know that you should be doing so that you are bridging the gap. You're bridging the gap. The distance is getting shorter and shorter so that you are diminishing it in order to reach your goals. All right. So that's my challenge to you this week. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.